Newton philosophy, hierarchy of behavior shaping tools, and lastly, behavior shaping tools essential elements. The DC and Newton philosophy served as the core values and moral compass of every member inside the therapeutic community. In simple terms, these are sets of guiding beliefs that helps residents in a therapeutic community change their behavior and attitude. They are not written as rules, but are practiced daily to guide thoughts, feelings, and actions. The first one will be no free lunch. No free lunch means nothing in life is truly free. Every privilege, every reward, it must be earned. And in the therapeutic community, the residents must work hard and participate in daily activities to gain trust and benefits. And for example, if ako, isa ako ka-resident sa therapeutic community and I want to be assigned as a coordinator or bisan mag-hold na ko trusted na position, in order for me to do that or to achieve that, I must show consistency, effort, and attitude in the program. And I cannot expect special treatment kay everything is earned through behavior and performance. And the related saying or proverbs in this one is that no work, no pay. You reap what you sow. There's no gain without pain. And these three, kaning tulo ka bo, related kasi sa no free lunch. Na nothing in life is truly free. You must earn it. You want it. The next one will be, you can't keep it unless you give it away. Meaning, the more you share your knowledge, care, or experience, the stronger it becomes within you. Ang pangutana is nanong ing-ana siya. Let's say, for example, imagine a DC resident who has already learned to manage anger issues. And if he just keeps that lesson to himself, he might forget it or lose control again later. But if he helps a newcomer who struggles with the same problem, iyang paminawan, iyang guidan, iyang i-remind niya how to relax, how to calm, and in that way, he is also reminding himself to stay in control. And by giving that lesson away, he keeps it alive he keeps it alive inside him. Okay? Patut pa nila, the act of helping others makes your own recovery more real, more lasting, and more meaningful. The more ka mo share, the more di mo balik-balik kung inyong pagpudyo na inyong endeavor dyan na siya mawa. And that is true, based on my experience, but that is true. The related saying of this one, I almost forgot, is a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. So, wala may mawa o mong i-share ang inyong nakatunan sa lain. So, sharing is caring. Yes.
So, number 3, you alone can do it, but you can't do it alone. So, this highlights the balance between individual responsibility and community support. Each person must take ownership of the recovery, but they cannot do it in isolation. The community provides the necessary support, guidance, and accountability. So, mana ang kuan sa you alone can do it, but you can't do it alone. So, number 4 is responsible love and concern. So, po, this emphasizes the importance of caring for others in a way that promotes growth, and accountability. It means offering support and empathy while also holding individuals responsible for their actions and choices. It's about to love, not enabling harmful behaviors. So, manas dyan ang responsible love and concern. So, kaning honesty is open and truthful communication is the foundation of the TC, which is the therapeutic community. Honesty fosters trust, allows for genuine self-reflection, and enables the community to provide effective support and feedback. It involves being honest with oneself and with others, even when it's difficult.
So, good day, ma'am. Good day, everyone. So, the first topic that I will discuss is trust in your environment. So, what is trust in your environment? There will be no change if there is no honest and disclosure. Before doing so, trust must be established. One should believe that the program can help him. In doing so, he will learn to accept the program and use its tools to evoke changes in himself. So, it means that in order for you to grow and change, you need to trust the people and the program around you. If you don't trust those people and the program around you, kanang di ka ma-open up or di ka honest, and that will stop your progress. Kung mutuo ka nga na ay environment nga motabang nimo, so it becomes easier to accept guidance, follow the rules, and use what you learn to improve yourself. Next is humility. What is humility? To humble oneself before others is a laudable virtue. We are often enveloped by pride. It is difficult for us to lower ourselves and admit our inadequacies and limitations. By doing so, we develop our fear insight about ourselves, those giving us the challenges to improve ourselves. So it means humility means learning to be humble at to admit nga di ta perfect and natay mga weaknesses. It teaches us not to let our pride get in the way of improving ourselves. When we accept our mistakes and limitations, we open the door to growth and learning. Next is pride in equality. So what is pride in equality? Pride in equality, time flies so fast that we tend to hurry in everything we do. We lose our focus and do things haphazardly just for the sake of completions. We should always seek for quality in our work. The product of our labor speaks of our attitudes towards life in general. So it means that doing your best in everything you do, instead of rushing or doing tasks carelessly just to finish them, you should focus on doing them well. The quality of your work shows your attitude and effort. So the last part of my topic is what goes around comes around. So what does that mean? Whatever you do unto others will be done unto you. Any good deed will be rewarded, while evil deeds will be punished in the end. We should always be mindful of our action, as they are the parameters of how we will be judged in the end. So it simply means that if mabuhat ka og maadyo, balikan ka og maadyo. If mabuhat ka dautan, balikan po ka og dautan. So treat others the way you want to be treated, because your action will find their way back to you.
Number 10. Understand rather than be understood. It is sometimes common for us to be selfish. We find it hard to admit our mistake, hence we tend to blame everybody. But ourselves, we accept everyone around us to understand our wrongdoing, but we seldom make an effort to understand others. Understanding others is a virtue because it speaks of humanity and patience. If I take the first step to know where others are coming from, there will be lesser conflict in a relationship. So, ang buto sa buta to, nga mao nga mas maayo magsabot sa uban kaysa gusto nato nga sila ra permi sabton. Usay magpaka-selfish ta lisod na to dawaton nga sayop ta mao na nga usahay mangita ta og laing nga basulon. Gusto na to nga masabtan ta sa uban bisan kita nga makasala pero dili na to buhaton nga sabton pud sila. Ang pasabot sa uban usa ka maayong batasan, virtue. Kay magpakita kini og papakaubos og pagpakailob kung ato ning buhaton masayon sabton kung anong sila ingon ana mas gamay nga away og magsinabtanay. Number 11. Persons grown before vested status. Sometimes we become too wrapped up in our own status or position in life that we tend to forget to develop relationship with the people around us. We should cultivate our personal abilities before we the ladder of success. So, ang pasabot aning kuan, ang personal growth before vested status, nagpasabot nga kinahanglan nato magpalambuon una ang atong kaugalingon bago ta magunahuna sa position o status sa kinabuhi. Usahay tungod kay gusto ta nga musaka dayon sa ladder of success o mahimong taas nga atong katungdanan. Malimtan na nato ang importante usab ang mga paglambo sa atong batasan, abilidad o relasyon sa uban. Number 13. Forgiveness. To accept what has been done, move on and get over the hurt and anger gives us feeling as inner peace and happiness. Failure to get over the pains will pain us down and stone and progress. So, ang forgiveness o mapasaylo o pagpasaylo nagpasabot nga madawat nato ang mahitabo unya magpadayon sa kinabuhi nga walay kasuko o kasakit sa kasing-kasing. Kung makapasaylo ta mawala atong kasuko o kasakit o kapatisa o kalinaw o kalipay o sa sulod nato. Pero kung magpabilin ta nga nasuko o kasakiton, makapugong kini sa atong paglambo o kalinaw sa kinabuhi. Busa ang magpasaylo dili lang para sa uban, para pod sa atong kaugalingon. Kay kung buhian nato ang kasakit, mahimo tagtaga mas malinawon, malipayon og andam nga magpadayon sa kinabuhi.
TC Unwritten Philosophy. Number 14. Compensation is valid. Justice is giving reward. Meaning, employees' efforts, contributions, or losses should be fairly recognized or compensated. Examples. Kung ang usa ka empleyado molingkod ug dugay aron mahuman ang urgent nga proyekto, hatagan siya og pagpasidingog o token sa pagilayla. Ikaduha, kung naisip sa proyekto, i-address ini sa konstruktibong paagi ug tabangan ang empleyado imbis na dili sulutan. 15. Be careful what you ask for, you might just get it. Be mindful of your request. Meaning, every request or ambition comes with responsibility and possible consequences. Example, ang empleyado nangayog nga mo-lead sa usa ka proyekto, allowed kayo ni siya apan adunay strikto nga deadline ug dugang nga responsibilidad. Ikaduha, naasad lain nga request na lain ni request para sa flexible schedule, allowed ni siya apan kinahanglan jud nga masiguro nga mahuman jud dapat ang trabaho sa sakto nga oras. 16. Forgiveness, meaning overcome mistakes and maintaining good workplace relationships. Examples, ang usa ka empleyado nakalimot o na-miss sa deadline. Imbis na silutan, tudloan na lang siya o sultihan unsaon paglikay sa sunod nga sayop. Ikaduha, sayop sa paghimo sa data nga gi-share sa report. Hatagan na lang siya og sakto nga feedback. And lastly is number 17. Nature for our future. meaning taking care of the environment and being responsible for the future. Examples: TC implements paperless process to reduce waste. Employees participate in tree planting or community cleanup programs.
Now let's move on to the hierarchy of behavior shaping tools, which means that these are methods or interventions used to correct and improve our residents' behavior. So, the hierarchy of behavior shaping tools is like a guide that helps correct someone's behavior in the right way, and it starts from the lightest form of correction, like when we just talk to a person about their mistakes, and goes up to the most serious one, which is punishment. And the hierarchy includes banishment, general meeting, chair, learning experience, verbal haircut, deal with, speak to, and talk to. Before, the TC used expulsion, which means the person was completely removed from the program. But now, instead of pushing people away, TC uses banishment, which gives them time to reflect, change, and come back later. The first one will be banishment. Banishment, it means that a resident is temporarily separated from the group or certain activities because of repeated or serious mistake. As what I've said kaniha just now, banishment is different from expulsion. Kay si expulsion, permanently remove the person from the program or the group, while on the other hand, si banishment temporarily separate a person from the group because of repeated or serious mistakes. And this change shows that the TC wants to help people improve, not reject them, because in the TC, every mistake is seen as a chance to learn and not as a reason to give up on someone. Next is general meeting. General meeting is a big group meeting where all residents and staff come together to talk about someone's behavior that needs correction. So, general meeting during a part where kung ang atong resident is dili yun luminaw and like necessarily could be makatawag og meeting to call out or address his or her behavior and action. And for example, if a resident is always lazy or rude, the group calls a general meeting to talk about it. So, ang naragani usang magsili o sa bad o behavior sa jar, tapulan na. Ipagpatawag tayo ng general meeting para suryahan about ito. The person listens to everyone's comments and reflects reflects on their behavior. And this helps them how to accept feedback, be honest, and change for the better. O dili man mo siya i-address, posible man mo magkagubat. So as much as possible, kailangan siya magpatawag. Patawag siya kay para ma-call out siya behavior and actions. And in this tool, everyone is allowed to speak, give feedback, and help the person understand what went wrong. Aligoda is a tool where it helps the resident learn how to accept feedback and be honest and change for the better.
I am Jessica Garong and this is my reporting topic, haircut, bans, and learning experience. So, ang haircut is done with negative behaviors or infractions to the house rules. Norms in same offense are done for the third time or more or first time grave offense. So, kanang formas dyan nga pagdisiplinas nga ikandak kung ang isa ka residente is nakakommit og kanang same minor offense nga kapila na ni Jagi buhat. So inegsisyon na ay kanang lima ka tao nga ma-involves ang kaning staff, senior resident, peer, big brother ug ang department head. So before tawgon ang katong isa ka residente, dapat ang katong lima ka tawo nga na-involved magplano sila kanang magbutang og speakers, intensity of the session, and possible sanctions. During the haircut, the resident is called and asked if they know why they are there, and then instructed to remain silent while the panel gives feedback. So during sa haircut, imo nang pasudlon ang katong resident, then pangutan-on nimo kung nganong ay kanang hebaw na ba siya kung nganong naa siya ana nga sesyon. Then imo siyang instruct nga mo remain silent. Then dapat ang tono sa kanang panelist is dapat isog aron makubaan ang residente, then mabago ang ijang behavioral. Next is learning experience. Learning experience is an activity or task assigned to a resident who committed an infraction and has undergone a haircut or general meeting. So ang main goal ingani is kanang i-correct ang ilang behaviors, then para ma-promote ang ilang kanang personal growth, not to punish. Ang aim sa learning experience is kanang pagtabang sa isa ka residente na maging responsable siya, then itama ang iyang mga nabuhat nga mali. After sa learning experience period, na isa ka senior resident nga bubantay sa isa ka katong residente nga monitoron siya kung nabag-o ba ang iyang behaviors. Kung mabot og 15 ka days, mag-submit ang senior resident og report kung kanang nabag-o na ba ang katong saka residente. Next is bans. Bans are sanctions to members who commit repeatedly infractions or violations to the cardinal rules by prohibiting, disallowing, or limiting an activity or affiliation to a group. It somehow curtails some freedom of movements and association. This sanction causes unpleasant feelings which people try to avoid, hence may evoke behavioral changes in the future. Kaning bans is isa sa pagdisiplina sa kanang isa ka tawo nga nagbalik-balik o violate sa rules or pag-commit sa serious offense. Bisag unsaon siya kanang pagbadlong, di na siya motuo kay tungod sa kanang kagahig-utok. Tungod ana, dapat panisyan siya na mapahawa anang ijang gipuy-an, like kanang mabana siya. Kay ug di siya inganaon, daghan ang maapektuhan nga mga tao.
Deal with. When officials deal with a PDL's behavior, it means they apply the appropriate behavior shaping tools like counseling, reprimand, or banishment. Follow due process saktong pumaagi sa balaod. Aim to correct and reform rather than just punish. pagbag-o dili lang silutan. Example, the administration will deal with inmates involved in smuggling incident. Pasabot ani kini nga administrasyon mohimo og aksyon aron magpanagot o magpasulod sa hustong disiplina ang nalambigit sa insidente. Speaks to. When an officer speaks to a PDL, it usually means going a verbal reminder or correction, gitagaan og pahimangno. A non-punitive way of addressing behavior, pagpahinumdom sa lagda o paglikay sa pag-usob sa sayop. The first level of the behavior, shaping tools before formal reprimand or sanctions. Example, the warden spoke to inmate about his attitude towards others. This means to remind rules and prevent repeated misbehavior. Gipahimangnoan siya nga mausab ang batasan o malikayan ang pagbalik sa sayop nga pamatasan. Talks to. When a correctional officer talks to a PDL, it's part of the lowest level in the hierarchy of behavior shaping tools. It involves verbal guidance, counseling, or advice, not punishment. The goal is to encourage reflection and correction before stricter actions are needed. Example, the officer talked to the PDL being late to formation. This means encourage self-awareness and voluntarily correction. Simple ra nga pahimangno aron magbantay og magtulid sa kaugalingon.
Behavior shaping tools, essential elements. The behavior shaping tools is the most important approaches in TC or therapeutic community, as it helps individuals change their negative behavior and develop positive attitudes. So in simple terms, these tools used to help individual or members how to manage their emotion, attitude, and behavior by using these essential elements. Number one, active participation. So active participation means that every member is directly involved in all community activities, discussions, and decision making. So it means that every member should actively participate in meetings or activities such as work assignments, group therapy, or anything. Kay dili naman pwede mag-tanaw ra, kinahanglan mo po ka mo cooperate to show your willingness na mausab. Number two, membership feedback. It is an essential tool where members give and receive constructive comments about each other's behavior. So, feedback from peers is a core tool for behavior modification. Members confront, correct, and encourage one another in a respectful manner. Kay mao ni ang pamaagi nga may bawaan sa usa ka tawo kung sabay dapat nimong usbon or dapat pa nimong ipadayon. Number 3, role modeling means learning by observing others, especially those who consistently show positive behavior and community values. So, number 3, senior or longer staying member serves as example of positive changes. It helps newer member learn through observation and imitation. So mostly, there is number 3, role modeling. Mostly, senior members na jud ang example ani kay sa mga newer members kay og magpakita sila maadyo or kanang responsible sila ang sundon sa bag-o nga member or sila ang ilang attitude or action ang ilang sundon.
First, collective formats for guiding individual change. Nagpasabot kini sa panig-iyo sa nga pamaagi o grupo nga nagtabang sa usa ka tawo nga nag-usab o mulambo. Pananglitan is grupo nga talakayan, mentoring, teamwork, o mga kalayukan sa mga komunidad. Antumong mao kini nga mga kat-on ang individual pinagi sa pagiguban o obserbasyon sa uban. Second, shared norms and values. Mao kini ang common nga mga tinuohan, pamatasan ug mga pamatasan nga gisunod sa tanan. Nagmugna kini og pag-iusa o pagsinabtanay sa grupo. Kung ang tanan mosunod sa parehas nga mga prinsipyo, sama sa pagrespeto, pagkamatin-anon o kooperasyon, may mong normal o kasagarang buhaton ang maayong pamatasan. Third, structure and system. Nagpasabot kini sa mga lagda, rutina o mga organisasyon na nagtabang aron mopadayon ang maayong pamatasan. Pananglitan is sistema sa premyo ug silot, schedule ug klarong mga patakaran. Ang maayong struktura naghatag og klarong giya o pagsiguro nga mga tanan mosunod sa parehas nga pagsumbanan sa mga pamatasan.
Communication is the one of the behavior shaping tools, essential elements that must be supported by foundational elements such as trust, active listening, clear expectation, and empathy. The specific behavior shaping techniques such as reinforcement and modeling are then integrated into the therapeutic process through these communication principles. Consistent and timely reinforcement along with ongoing feedback and monitoring helps sustain motivation and ensures that progress is tracked effectively. Additionally, the process emphasizes generalization and maintenance so that the client can apply the learned behavior across various settings and maintain it over time. Open communication is the vital component of any therapeutic modality and incorporates behavior shaping. Next is individual and group relationships are fundamental aspects of human interaction and play a vital role in personal development, social functioning, and therapeutic processes. Individual relationships refers to one-on-one connection that are often characterized by intimacy, trust, and personalized communication. These relationships allow for deep understanding of personal thought, emotion, and behavior, fostering growth through empathy, feedback, and support. In a therapeutic setting, individual relationships such as between therapist and client create a safe space for self-expression, exploration of issues, and tolerated inventions that meet the client's unique needs. Lastly, is unique terminologies that define its process and application. The term reinforcement refers to the systematic use of rewards or positive consequences to increase the likelihood of a desired behavior being repeated. The target behavior is a scientific, observable, and measurable action identified for a modification or development. Our reinforcement schedule outlines the pattern or frequency with which reinforcement is delivered, such as continuous reinforcement for initial learning and intermittent reinforcement. The concept of feedback is essential in shaping, as it provides the individual with equalitative information about performance, helping to clarify expectation and reinforce learning. Additionally, generalization refers to the transfer of newly acquired behavior across different contexts, environment, or situation, ensuring that the change is both meaningful and sustainable. Collectively, these terminologies illustrates the structured and evidence-based nature of behavior shaping tools, emphasizing gradual progression, consistent reinforcement, and open communication as essential components of effective behavioral modification.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye, bombastic